invulnerable to any pain, untouched by arrogance, unaffected by meanness, an athlete in the greatest of all contests, welcoming wholeheartedly whatever comes, whatever we're assigned, not worrying too often, or with any selfish motive, about what other people say, or do, or think. Let me give you advice that I wish I had a few years ago. I'm gonna say many things today. Alone, each one of them is not very significant. But if you're able to absorb everything, you will awaken from the plant-based agenda that society has been pushing on us for a very long time. You will hear things you've never heard before in this video, and I hope I've made it as easy as possible for you to understand what I'm getting at. First of all, we cannot digest vegetables. Humans do not have the necessary enzymes to digest vegetables. Even herbivores that have the necessary enzymes to digest cellulose digest less than 50% of the cellulose they eat. You'd have to be delusional to think that you can digest vegetables. And of course, I'm talking about raw vegetables. Cooking vegetables is another story. All cooking creates byproducts. Cooking carbohydrate-rich foods creates AGEs, advanced glycation end products, that store in your body. If you cook meat, you'll also make these compounds. One such compound is called heterocyclic amines, that is formed when you cook meat. Another compound that is found in cooked foods is acrylamides. Acrylamides are a plastic-type substance that also store in your body. Now, one cooked meal will not do you much harm. But when you've eaten cooked food for 20, 30, 40 years, well, let's just say it's no wonder that old people can't walk. Do you know why we put a bunch of salt and pepper and spices and sauces on our food? Because cooked food by itself does not taste good. Go and boil a broccoli. Don't put any salt, don't put any oil, don't put anything on it, and then eat it. Did it taste good? Probably not. Think about raw food, fruits as an example. You can eat an avocado without putting anything on it. You can eat an apple without putting anything on it. Steak tartare is enjoyable by itself even if you don't put the spices. If you need to significantly change the taste of a food, does your body really want it? These are the questions no one asks. Have you noticed how children don't like vegetables? Is this because they're inobedient, or is this because they're following their natural instincts? Vegans usually talk about beans and legumes as good sources of protein. In my world, beans and legumes are a very good source of gas. You know the girl that sold her farts? She was eating a bunch of beans every day to continue her business. After a while, she couldn't even run her business because her digestive system was in very bad shape. And I believe that if you've been vegan before, you can relate to this. I was a vegan that liked to work out. I needed protein, so I ate a bunch of legumes. And sometimes, before going to school, I shat twice. You know, that's not how it works. But Mr. Excellent Health, how about vitamins? You haven't mentioned them yet. I know that's a big point. You are correct, my dear viewer. There's no such thing as vitamin A in plant foods. There's beta-carotene, which can be converted into vitamin A. But are you really gonna get that from carrots? You soy boy? Of course not, because you'll only digest 3% of the carrots. Again, we can't digest cellulose. And yes, you can cook the carrots or the food containing beta-carotene, but you'll be degrading the nutrients and you'll be creating byproducts. It's your choice. There's no B12 in plant foods. There's no vitamin K2 in plant foods. There's no cholesterol in plant foods. I know the cholesterol topic is very controversial, but I've made a video that might explain this in a bit more detail. The correct form of vitamin B6 cannot be found in plant foods. There are barely any sources of saturated fat in plant foods. And I know saturated fat is very controversial. Without getting into too much detail, I can make this very easy for you. If you were to eat a brain, would you be getting unsaturated fat or saturated fat? You'd roughly get the same amount of both, but remember that the brain is composed of 20% cholesterol. And so why wouldn't you eat saturated fat in that case? If you want, I can make a video more in depth about fat. Comment down below and I'll know. Let's talk about supplements. Supplements as an idea are very good. You've got nutrients in a pill. That's good, right? Wrong. I know that you know that cooking degrades nutrients. If this is what happens to pasteurized milk, why wouldn't the same happen to other foods? And so what do you think the industrial processes that go into creating supplements do to the nutrients? That's what I thought. In some cases, they don't even extract the nutrients from food. They make them artificially. Vitamin C is made from coal tar. Quick facts. As far as I know, there are 4 amino acids that don't exist in plant foods: glycine, taurine, carnitine, carnosine. They all have important roles, so do yourself a favor and eat animal foods. There are 3 types of omega fatty acids. There's DHA, I meant to say DHA, or docosahexaenoic acid, which is the type of omega-3 fatty acid that our body utilizes. There's EPA that is converted to DHA, and there's ALA that is converted to EPA that is converted to DHA. In each conversion, only 20% of what you ate is left. So going from ALA to DHA means a 96% loss. That's only 4% of what you were able to digest, and usually, you can't digest plant foods. No tribe or group of people in nature has ever been vegan. They've all eaten animal foods. Veganism is just a concept. It is not applicable in nature. And since we evolved in nature, we have to follow nature's rules. I want you to look at this comparison chart. Our digestive system functions are nearly identical to that of a wolf. The reason we did not evolve with big carnivore jaws and teeth is because we actively use our hands with the addition of tools to make eating easier. Note how the sheep has adapted to make fat and protein from cellulose, yet has a digestive efficiency of 50% or less. If the sheep's digestive system cannot handle vegetation that well, why do you think us humans can? A baby survives, grows, and thrives on breast milk alone. It doesn't eat vegetables, it doesn't eat fruits, it doesn't eat grains, it doesn't eat legumes, it doesn't even eat other animal products. It only needs milk. And this is true for adults. The Maasai tribe only drinks milk and blood, and they are the embodiment of excellent health. Remember to like the video if I actually helped you. Comment what you would like to see next. Again, I appreciate all comments, even if it's criticism. And those of you who are supporting me, it means the world to me. Share the video if you think it could help others. Let's make the world more healthy together. Thank you for watching. Over and out for now.